The Peace Corps is an organization that works with 139 developing countries in villages, towns, and cities all around the world. The Peace Corps began in 1960 when John F. Kennedy challenged students at University of Michigan to cause peace by living and working in developing countries. Mary Jane Levine was born on July 25, 1957. As a child, Mary Jane wanted to study zoology in college and go on to be a professor. During her senior year in college, Mary Jane became interested in volunteering for the Peace Corps. She ended up working in Sierra Leone, Africa.
I taught general science and biology, and then they also needed teachers to teach other subjects. So I also had some math classes and some English literature classes. So, and I taught at the school for a year and a half. Then I knew I wanted, in the Peace Corps, you have a commitment to teach for 2 years, or you have a commitment to be in the Peace Corps for 2 years, but you can extend that if you want to. So after I'd been there for a year and a half, I knew I wanted to stay for another year, but I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to work closer with the women in the village. I had been volunteering with the midwives, helping them at their clinics. So I went and talked to them and asked them if they would let me work with them full time. So I switched. Then I went to Freetown, to the capital, and talked to the Peace Corps and asked them to let me switch from the education program to the health program. So I switched jobs while I was there, but I stayed in my village. And then for the second year and a half, I was a community health volunteer. So I worked with midwives, teaching basic nutrition and infant care, and then also just basic health care, clean water, waterborne diseases, first aid, that kind of stuff. And I did that for another year and a half.
The people of the village were extremely hospitable and generous, even though they didn't know where their next meal was coming from. Mary Jane learned a lot from her time in Africa. At the same time, she made a huge difference in the lives of the villagers that she taught.